Hi everybody, thanks for asking. Today I'm going to show you how to create a new job using templates. So when you log into A-Qua Mailer Web and you get to your dashboard, you know that there's 3 different ways in which you can create a job. You can create a job from scratch by simply clicking on the Create Job, and then you set up your processes and the details. You can clone a previously created job, or you can create a new job using a template. So in the templates that you've established, you can have a number of different things. They can be very specific, like the Brown newsletter, or your catalog mailing, or your monthly newsletter, or your carrier route walk sequence pre-sort. So you can have them as descriptive as you want. So it's super easy to do that. So you begin by creating a template just like you would be creating a brand new job. So you click on Manage Templates. Okay, so here's the template, and let's go over just a real high-level overview of what this template looks like. So the services we're going to do are Z+4 processing, 48-month NCOA, duplicate elimination, and pre-sort. I want an output CBAC. I'm going to get a 10-digit zip code. The matching logic is standard. I will want an NCOA match report back. I want to include the Z+4 non-matches. As you can see, the PAF section is grayed out because that will be unique with your job. Post Office wants to know some information about what class of mail is using NCOA and what part of the country. Duplicate elimination, we want to do a individual level match, so we're matching first name and last name at an address. I'll do a very close match. We'll include nicknames so we can capture the Betsy's and Elizabeths and Bobs and Roberts. I just want to flag the records, so we're going to flag them and then we'll drop them right before we go into pre-sort. I want my dupe sets back as a set. The output case will be all upper. I'm going to submit an Excel file, and I want an Excel file back, and I'm going to use my A-Qua Mailer subscription, desktop subscription. I go next, and here's the pre-sort specifications. In this case, it's a standard or marketing mail piece. Regular rate, 5.5, 8.5. The thickness and the weight for one piece. It is a machinable letter. We are going to automate it. The piece is barcoded. I'm going to use my permit imprint, my indicia. Here's the permit number. I do want visual separators on the last piece. It's not political or election, and I'm not using incentives. I am creating a mail.dat file, and click on the options here. And as you can see, this section is grayed out because that will be unique with your mailing. And again, remember, this is the template we're creating. Here's my EDOC sender CRID. My permit facility is the +4. It looks like it's missing a digit. Actually, it doesn't want the dash. So I'll save that in the template. Postage payment option, real-time from agent, and then I can click Done. Intelligent mail options, full service. As you can see, this part's grayed out because it's unique to the mailing. I want the computer alert and data to create the serial number assignments, so I'm going to disable that. Here's the mailer ID and the container mailer ID, and I'll click Done. I want to, you can see the drop date again is also grayed out. I want to drop these delivery point validation fails, the vacants, and the non-Z+4 records prior to pre-sort. I'm going to drop any of my duplicates on the file, and I'm also going to drop any NCOA moves that the NICSEs, the P.O. Box closed, moved, and file a change of address or foreign moves. Okay. Here's my mail entry point, and then here is the postage statement information. Okay. Now I'm going to save and exit the template, and everything looks good. Okay, so what we do now then is we create a new job. In the drop down under template, I'm going to navigate for that job, monthly newsletter, and I'm going to create my job. So now what this is doing is it's pulling in the hard-coded job instructions for this mailing. Now I'm going to give my new job a name, and I'll call it the July newsletter. I'll create my job. All right, so now we can start editing the July newsletter, so editing the job. So as you can see, your work is practically done for you. You just need to update the things that will be fluid with each mailing. So we're running these services, output C, 10-digit zip. Now here my PAF is available, so I'm going to choose my PAF. Then I will continue down the process. We're still going to do a individual level match, use nicknames, very close. We're going to flag the records. I want to back uppercase. I'm going to upload an Excel file. I want an Excel file back, and I'm going to pay for with the A-Qua Mailer desktop subscription. But let's say you did want to change something, so instead of uppercase this time, I want to do proper. That's perfectly fine. You can go ahead and make those modifications. And I'm going to click Next. All right, let's review the pre-sort specifications from top to bottom. And again, if things change a little bit, you can modify them. So this time it's a same standard, regular, 5.5, 8.5, the sample thickness and the weight. So if the weight is 0.8 this time, go ahead and change that. Or if the thickness you need to modify, please do. This is your chance to do that. Machinable letter, we're going to sort it for automation. We're going to pay with our permit. And let's say your mail.dat options is the first level here. So you do need to create a unique job ID with each mail.dat as you're aware. So I'm going to go do that right now, and I'll just call it, and let's say a customer reference ID. I will put in the July newsletter, and this is an optional field. It will show up in your postage statement, and if you have a EPS account, it'll show up there as well. All of this has been filled out ahead of time in the template, and I'm going to click Done. And I'm going to go to the Intelligent Mail options right here, and if I have an ancillary service endorsement, you want to choose how you're going to get those address corrections back. This time I do not, and again, this is one of those things that was grayed out in the template, and it's unique to each mailing. So I'll say there's no address corrections. We will auto calculate the service type ID. Lorton Data will create the unique serial numbers, so we'll uncheck that. And then here's the two mailer IDs, and I'll click Done. I'm going to choose my mail date. Let's say I'll do the 15th. These are the records that I'm going to drop from pre-sort. The dupes, the nixies, and anything that doesn't validate. Here is my entry point. Here's my acceptance unit. And here is the permit holder information, the mailing agent information. I'm going to just put my name in here too, under the contact section. Phone number in CRID, and then here's the mail owner, address, city, state, zip, and then the CRID. That's saved. I always like to save things because if you're talking, sometimes it'll time out, or if you're the type of person that gets interrupted, you'll want to make sure that you do save. Now I'll click Next. And then at this final stage, you'll want to browse for your file. It is formatted for automatic processing. I know that there's 4,000 records on the file. I will give it a tolerance of about 3.75 plus or minus. I'll review my job for the last time. Everything looks good. You can save and run. And that's all there is to it. I hope you found that this was beneficial today. And again, thanks for asking. Bye now.